Okay, today, boys and girls, we're on lesson 7.2 on page 371, divide by 10. And today we're looking at the strategies we can use to divide by 10. But before we get started, how cool is that picture, right? Okay, here we go. There are 50 students going on a field trip to the Philadelphia Zoo. The students are separated into equal groups of 10 students each. And how many groups of students are there? So what do we need to find? Well, let's circle it. We need to find this question right here. How many groups of students are there? And then it says circle the numbers you need to use, and I already did that. One way, we can use repeated subtraction, subtracting over and over again. So in that case, we'll start with 50, subtract 10 at a time until we end up with 0. And then you just count the number of times you subtracted 10. So here's 50 minus our 10 equals 40, and that's one time. So then you take your 40 and you bring it up here and you subtract 10 again. Now we have 30, and we've done that 2 times. 30 minus 10 equals 20. We've now done that 3 times. Take our 20, subtract 10, we get 10. We've now done that 4 times, and then 10 minus 10 is 0. We did it a total of 5 times. So we subtracted 5 times. 50 divided by 10 then equals 5. So that means there are 5 groups of 10 students. Okay, that's repeated subtraction strategy. Repeated subtraction. Another way, we can use a number line. Again, we start at 50, count back by tens until we reach 0. And then we just count the number of times we jumped. Right? So, here we are at 50. We jumped back 10 to 40. So we did that now once. We'll jump back 10 more from 40 to 30. That's the second time. From 30 to 20. That's the third time. You should be doing this in your book, right? 20 to 10. That's the second time. Or, excuse me, the second time. How about the fourth time? Yeah, there we go. And then from 10 to 0, and that was our 5th time counting back on the number line. So we jump back 10, a total of 5 times. So 50 divided by 10 is 5. Okay. So again, a couple strategies. Repeated subtraction, subtracting 10 over and over again, and we just count up the times that we subtracted. Or you can use the number line and jump backwards. And again, we count up the number of times we jumped. Both times, we went back 5. Okay? You can use a multiplication table to divide 50, or for 50 divided by 10. And division is the opposite of multiplication. You can use a multiplication table to find a quotient. And again, quotient means the answer to a division problem. So think of a related multiplication fact. Something times 10 equals 50. Step 1, find the factor 10 in the top row. So we'll come over here, top row, 10. Step 2, look down to find the product of 50. Okay, so here we go down, 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 down to here, and we found 50. Okay, because it was something times 10, that's why we went to the 10 in the top row, equals 50. That's why we stopped at 50 right here. Step 3, look left to find the unknown factor, and they kind of highlighted that for us, but you would look straight left over here, and we get 5. So our factor is 5, and since 5 times 10 equals 50, then 50 divided by 10 is 5. That's a fact family, related fact family. So in step 1, is the divisor or the dividend given, the given factor and the related multiplication fact? So we have to look up to step 1. They gave us the 10. Let me redo that here in blue. They gave us the 10, right? So that then is our divisor. In step 2, the divisor or the dividend, the product and the related multiplication fact. In step 2, we looked at 50, right? And that is 50 up here at the top. Oops, sorry about that. 50 up here. That is our dividend. And then the quotient is the unknown factor. Okay. Now we don't get to carry too many of these around. However, you do have one in your workbook on page 372. Yes, page 372. So you could use that if you want. Okay, share and show. I will do the first one, the second one, and the fourth one, and the fifth one. You will have to do 3, 6, and 7 on your own. If you're feeling comfortable, though, you could pause the video right now, do 1, 2, 4, 5, and then resume the video to check your work. And if you're doing well, then you should feel real confident about 3, 6, and 7. If you're missing them, then you might want to watch the video again. Here we go. Use repeated subtraction to find 30 divided by 10. 30 minus 10 is 20, so that's 1 time. 20 minus 10 is 10, there's 2 times. And then bring that 10 up there. 10 minus 10 is 0, and I did that a total of 3 times, so 30 divided by 10 is 3. Find the unknown factor and quotient. 10 times something is 40. Well, I could skip count by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40. I counted 4 times. 10 times 4 is 40. Find the quotient. Something equals 20 divided by 10. I could draw a number line, start at 20. Know I have to get to 0, so I jump back by 10. That's my first one. Minus 10 to 10. Minus 10 again. I counted 2 times. So 20 divided by 10, well, that's 2. Okay. The other thing I could do here is skip count by 10s until I get to 20. Just by going 10 and 20, and I counted twice. Okay? All right. I'll let you do, oh, I'm sorry. I missed something here on question 2. 10 times 4 is 40, so that means 40 divided by 10 is 4. We have 2 related facts here, a multiplication and a division fact. They are related. All right. So on question 3, make sure you do both of them here. Okay. That's it for me today, boys and girls. As always, do your best. This is Mr. P. I'm out.